What's up guys, Rui here, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while and I understand I was away for some time, and the truth is I just got incredibly burnt out making fashion videos. I think the more I forced myself to put something out, the less satisfied I was with it in general. There were so many videos that I started making and kind of just abandoning it halfway through because I just wasn't satisfied with it. Hence, I decided to take a break from fashion in general and focus on things that I've been really wanting to do, such as starting my second documentary channel, which I am having quite a bit of fun at the moment. So if you guys want to see what I've been up to lately, go ahead and check out the second channel, Behind the Stories. If you kind of like more documentary profile type of videos, I kind of go in depth in covering different creatives that do pretty cool stuff, so give it a like or a sub if you kind of want to support that second channel. Anyways, I felt that it's time to come back and make more videos here. So going back to the actual meat and potatoes of today's video, I've always been very interested and kind of fascinated by the idea of minimalist packing. Something about being able to just bring everything that you want into just a single backpack that you can just carry along with you wherever you go kind of really gives me that tingling joy and excitement. So in today's video, I will show you guys how I managed to pack 2 weeks worth of clothes and travel essentials all into my trusty old acronym 3A5 messenger bag, alongside kind of reaching that 7 kg weight limit that most budget airlines do impose. But as usual, before we continue to further into today's video, it'd be very much appreciated if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, as it really does help the channel out a long way. Also, if you guys are feeling generous and want to help support the channel in a much bigger way, I do have a Patreon page whereby this lowest tier, it is only $1 a month, and all of it will go into for me to pick up new filming equipment so that I can continue to improve the qualities of the videos for you all, as well as helping to keep the lights on this channel. Now, there may be a couple of reasons as to why you would want to consider traveling light. The first being you want to be quick and mobile. For me personally, I really do not enjoy the whole process of flying. Therefore, having only a single carry-on allows me to skip a couple of steps, such as going through the check-in line or even have to wait for my luggage when I arrive at my destination. All these little things kind of just adds up to make the whole process of traveling that much quicker. Furthermore, I also don't have to worry about any airlines losing my luggage for whatever reason. The second reason, and probably the one that many do choose to fly with only a carry-on, is to save money, as flying can get pretty expensive. While budget airlines do offer cheaper flight tickets, they get their money elsewhere, such as limiting your carry-on to only 7 kilograms or 15 pounds in hopes that you will pay for the extra check-in luggages. If however you could work around this weight limit, you could save anywhere from 30 up to even 50% of your total flight cost depending on your destination. So when it comes down to working with such limitations, it boils down to optimization. And by no means am I saying that I'm an expert in this area. In fact, this is my first time that I'm traveling this light. So things may not be perfect, but I feel like this is the best that I could optimize at the moment. Just a little backstory, I will be heading over to the Philippines for roughly around 2 weeks. And a lot of what I'm packing here is mainly for the hotter days, which does make packing a little bit more easy, considering that I do not need to bring my heavy winter clothes. But inevitably, I am still going to be working on a very tight limit. Something that I did differently this time around while packing is to create a checklist of all the things that I want to bring. This not only helps me to be more organized, but also to get a better overview of all the things that I'm bringing. And I've broken the list down into 4 different categories. One is for my going out clothes, and the other for my leisure and undergarments. There's also one for my electronics and one more for my toiletries, which I will go through each of them later in this video. If you only want to check out specific segments of this video, there will be timestamps linked down below in the description box, as it is going to be a fairly long one. Elsewise, grab a drink, some snacks, and hopefully enjoy today's video. When it comes to the carry system of choice, there are just so many options to choose from, and it really does come down to your preferences as well as requirements. From carry-on luggages to backpacks and duffel bags, the list goes on. While some carry systems are indeed more suited and better equipped with functionalities to make traveling that much more convenient and comfortable, a lot of times it comes down to the weight of the bag itself. Even a lightweight carry-on luggage could go as much as 3 kilograms, and if you're only having to work with 7, that's basically half of your entire weight limit dedicated to just the carry system itself. Something pretty genius that one of my friends did is he flew from Shanghai with just the large IKEA bag, and I think it's such a smart idea. While those may lack a ton of features and functionality, it's super lightweight, therefore allowing him to fully utilize the whole 7 kg to his stuff, and they are also very cheap and durable. My carry system of choice, on the other hand, is the acronym 3A5, and while by no means this is a perfect carry system for traveling, in fact you will need to work around many things just to make it usable. For a messenger bag, it has quite the storage space. Obviously your mileage may vary, but anything from a weekend getaway to even up to 3 to 4 days, you should be able to pack everything you need comfortably. And comparing it to other travel backpacks or luggages, the 3A5 is probably among the lightest ones out there. With everything on it, the bag roughly comes in at around 1.3 kilograms. However, I decided to remove the inner lining to further save on weight, which brought it down to just 1 kilogram. It is also built like an absolute tank, constructed with X-Pac fabric and superb craftsmanship as it's made in collaboration with Bagjack, a very famous bag brand from Germany. This is the one bag that I have the most confident of it not failing on me, and let's not jinx it, but I have abused a heck out of it and it's still holding up pretty well. Some other travel hacks that most travelers do to overcome the weight limit is to carry things on your body. While on paper it is stated that your luggage may not exceed over the weight limit, it didn't really specify anything about the things that you have on your body. Hence, always wear your heaviest clothes onto the plane. This especially works great if you are traveling to somewhere that is cold and need to bring your heavy winter jackets along. And if they have large pockets, you could also look to put your heavy electronic stuff like power banks and chargers inside the pockets as well. For more advanced workarounds, you could look into item hacks. A while back, there was this thing happening in China whereby people were finding ways to bypass the weight limit by wearing fisherman vests to store all their items inside, and even storing their clothes inside neck pillowcases. Again, a huge disclaimer, this isn't 100% foolproof, so proceed with caution, but I would say most of the time, if it looks discreet enough, you would probably get away with it. One clothing piece in particular that I actually want to get my hands on is the acronym J111TS. It is built for maximum stealth, as the entire front section of the jacket opens up, allowing you to store a bunch of items, and I believe I've even seen photos of iPads and MacBooks being able to fit inside. Moving along, when it comes to any form of traveling, packing cubes are sort of the poster child, but do you actually need it? And to me, the answer highly depends on the type of carry system that you're bringing. Some misconceptions about packing cubes is that it helps you to save weight, which is not true, because at the end of the day, everything that you're packing is a physical object which already has a fixed weight on it, and using packing cubes doesn't miraculously reduce the weight of those items. What it really does instead is allow you to compress and organize your things better so that you could potentially fit more things in your bag. In this sense, packing cubes are great if space is your main concern, and it will work best if your carry system doesn't have any structure to it. Like I mentioned, if you are carrying something like the IKEA bag, then packing cubes make a ton of sense here. Not only are you able to better organize everything inside, but by compressing everything to be smaller, the overall size of the bag could decrease as well. The first one that I picked up is the Peak Design Ultralight Packing Cubes. It comes in 3 different sizes and I got them all in a bundle. A quick spec rundown, the one that I chose is made from their Terra Shelf fabric, which is designed to be ultra lightweight, durable, and also water repellent. But there's also an elastic mesh version as well that is highly breathable and expendable. For what they are, these are amazing little travel accessories. I use the largest one for my clothes, and I managed to fit in a pair of shorts, 4 tops, a cap, and also a packable shirt jacket. The cool feature about these packing cubes is that they can be used in many different ways. If you need more storage space, there are these pass-throughs on the side for you to hook it outside your bag expanding the storage limit of it, or it can also be turned into a carry pouch or sort of a day pouch with any strap attachment by looping through these holes here. Peak Design do sell the carry strap separately, but I just took the sling strap off my acronym jacket and it works just fine. Alternatively, camera straps will function great as well. The second packing cube that I picked up is from Muji, and as you will see later down this video, I absolutely love this brand. Generally, their stuff are pretty high quality and minimal looking, which is right up my alley. This is the S size double tier lightweight travel packing cube, and when not in use, it packs up into this tiny little packet, but once it's fully deployed, you can fit quite a bit of things here even in this smaller size. While the Peak Design ultralight packing cube is mainly for my going out clothes, this is more for my loungewear and other essentials like my underwear and socks. Thanks to its dual compartment, I can better organize all the things, and if I'm not bringing that much stuff, the dual compartment could also be used to separate the clean and dirty clothes. In terms of electronics, this is the one area where you could save the most amount of weight, as things like your laptop and charger could be your heaviest single items. Therefore, be very mindful if you do want to bring it, and if it's not necessary, just leave it at home. In my case, I do work remotely, and most of the time I'm either editing or writing scripts for my next video, hence I will need to bring my laptop along. The same goes with camera gear as well. Unless you are serious about photography or videography, the camera at the back of our phones are more than capable of capturing great images. These are just some photo examples that I took during my time in South Korea last year with just my iPhone 12 mini, and that is almost a 5-year-old phone by now. However, if you do need to bring your camera and you're extremely limited in weight like myself, carrying it across your body could be a great option. Or if you want to be a little extra sneaky, just separate the camera body and lens and keep it inside your jacket's pocket. Up next are basically electronics that I would want to have easy access while I'm traveling, and I store them all inside this small size ultralight packing cube alongside some of my travel essentials. It consists of my 100-watt charging brick that's capable of charging not only my phone but also my laptop at the same time, 2 charging cables that are inside this organizer case which also doubles as a phone stand. Lastly is my nifty little emulator device for all entertainment purposes. For those of you that are curious what it is the Razer Phone 2. While I do not recommend anyone picking it up in 2025, it only checks a lot of boxes for me. Because I mainly use it for emulation, I use Beacon as my emulator front to give it a more console-like experience, and I also pair it alongside its dedicated controller, the Razer Jungle Cat, that basically turns the Razer Phone 2 into a tiny Nintendo Switch, but it can also be connected to my laptop. Something else I would love to add in the future would be a small power bank and also a pair of wired earbuds for longer flights, but for now this should be able to keep me entertained and charged up as it's only a 4-hour flight. On to the next segment before we move on to the clothing portion is my toiletry, and I'm super excited to talk about this part because I love the little setup that I have going on here. Starting off with the toiletry bag itself, it's from Muji and it has a rather compact form factor, being that it folds up, and once opening it you gain access to 3 different compartments. Over on top, I use it to store my toothbrush and also my contact lens case. The toothbrush I have here is also from Muji, and what I really love about it is the head is actually detachable, making it more compact. As for the lower compartment, I just use it for my razor. The main compartment in the middle is what makes this toiletry bag unique. Besides having the right size 2 perfectly fit travel size bottles, it is also detachable for when you just want to carry the bare essentials. Personally, I usually bring along my more specialized toiletry stuff like skincare products, because a lot of times you're able to just buy the more common toiletry things like shampoo, body wash, or toothpaste from the local supermarket. Finally, moving on towards the clothes, and unfortunately for us fashion folks, as much as we would love to bring an entire wardrobe with us so that we could cook up different outfits every single day, this is the one area where you will have to sacrifice if you want to travel this light. but I do have some tips to help you maximize the amount of outfits that you could create. The best way to go about this is to create a capsule wardrobe for the trip, whereby all your clothes that you bring can be mixed and matched together, allowing you to have more options with less clothes. And the key here is to reduce redundancy while still maintaining a strong sense of cohesiveness. For example, instead of bringing along 4 tops that look the same just in different colors, I try to bring a variety of different silhouettes, and by doing so, I have 4 outfit looks already. The same goes with my bottoms as well, including the one that I will be wearing onto the plane. I'm only bringing 2 pairs, which are my 5.1 technical pants from post-archive faction and also my acronym SB29M cargo shorts. With just these few pieces, I'm able to create a good amount of outfits because while each piece looks different, they all work together well. This brings me to my footwear, and due to both space and weight limitations, I could only bring 1 pair with me, and I chose something that I recently picked up. These are the GU and Undercover collab derbies, and I've been wanting them ever since they got announced, and I absolutely love how good it looked. It has a fairly basic design, but at the same time having just enough details to make it look a bit more unique compared to traditional derbies. Whether it be with long pants or shorts, it just works with almost anything I throw at it, making it perfect for when you can only bring 1 pair. Finally, onto my outerwears, I'm bringing along 2 pieces as well. One is the Orbiter Jacket X from Not Enlist, and the other is the Nike Lab ACG Tech shirt, and it's probably one of the best travel clothing pieces I own. Both of these pieces are incredibly sleek and minimal looking, allowing me to dress them up or down as well, depending on the occasion. That is basically everything and how I'm packing for my 2 weeks long trip to the Philippines. And if you guys did enjoy watching this video or have found it useful in any shape or form, do consider give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, once again, please do consider subscribing to it, as it's these little things that truly help to push the channel out to more people. As I am currently running 2 different channels all by myself, please do forgive me for my inconsistent upload schedules, but do know that I am constantly working on new video ideas and putting them out as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, as it truly does mean so much to me. Till then, please do stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.